Hi there. I am camped out, or will be camped out, in my little backwoods camp. It is early March, and we're flirting with 80 degrees at least this weekend, and then supposed to drop that back down in the 50s most of next week and rain. And there's snow west of here, so they're saying that it might still get a couple more good colds before everything comes to an end. But I wanted to get a couple more ground camping times in before the buggy season gets in. I've got my GI shelter set up back here. I've had it just a few times out this past year, well, mostly in fall but it was off camera for squirrel hunting camp and such. So thought while I had it out, I'd show you how I set it up. I'm going to give you a quick little tour in a minute around it. Also, wife is working today, so I'm going to do our family dinner back here, so I'm going to film that. It's something I was reading through, looking for some inspiration. Scout's Outdoor Cookbook. I know I've done a few things out of it before, made a couple of videos from them. This one, which is, what is it? I lost the name of it again. Pine burr pasta. Pretty much going to go with all the ingredients and then take it and run with it from there. So it's like I said, it's inspired from that recipe, but I'm not going to follow it very well. I am debating whether or not to film breakfast. I know my wife and I tomorrow are going to go out to land between the lakes, tool around out there, explore some. That might become a Meandering Monday video. And she wants the Nature Center is going to open back up for the first time this season. So she wants to go out there and see our little friend Bobby, the bobcat. So I am undecided whether I'm just going to get up in the morning, go in and grab her up and then go out to land between the lakes, or if I'm going to try to do a breakfast down here. Haven't made up my mind on that just yet. Still got firewood to gather and a fire to start. But before that, I want to show you around my little camp real fast. Okay, so I've got the camera off the tripod, so I hope it doesn't shake too terribly much. But here is my GI Pup Tent. I basically set it up as a complete pup tent, and as you can see over here, what I do is lift the one side of it up off of the stakes and then use trekking poles to set it up like it was a porch. In the event of high winds, foul weather, cold weather, whatever, I can just drop the trekking poles and the rest of the pup tent falls back into its place. It's kind of how I set mine up for the most part. I've got, let's see if I can trip over guy lines. I've got my Belgian bivvy. Forgot my pillow, so I'm using my field jacket. On top of a high hiker mattress pad and my medium weight sleeping bag, which is Sportsman's Guide Gear, that was the name of it. Ideally, I'd like to have the USGI bivvy and sleep system, but they're pretty expensive, and right now I don't need any more gear. I've got plenty. I will always have wants, but the way the economy and everything is, I just don't want to spend a lot of money unnecessarily. And like I said, I've still got a fire to do. I'm going to use my squirrel cooker, and we are Alice packing it out here today. One other thing that I would like to change about my GI Pup Tent is, if nothing else, I want to get extra poles. Mine, I don't know if this is the case for them or not, but none of them seat well, and they were made in 1967 according to the stamp on them, and they just always seem very wobbly. Sometimes you can hear them crack. So I would like to find maybe some metal ones, aluminum or something, and if nothing else, a couple more sets of the original ones. Okay, so I am pressed for time, so I wanted to do another flint and steel fire, maybe even a bow drill fire if I would have had a lot of time, but I don't. So I'm just going to do a much quicker fire. As it is, I'm sure dinner's going to be later than my wife wants me to have it, so I'm trying to hurry now. These are the little fire starters I made last year, the little cotton pads, dipped in wax. So I'm just going to go that route. Kind of break that up a little bit too, just to, yeah. There we go. Get a nice little fibery end there. You're still going. Oh, of course not. There you go. And that little sheet was really nothing much more than one of them cotton little cotton cleaning wipes, and this would have helped if I would have organized my sticks a little bit better too. And these things are really extremely old, so really it's just a cotton strip now. So. Okay, so I've got just one small chicken breast. It was the smallest one in the package of 6, so it's going to work out okay for us, I think. And I've got a little bit of oil. I want to just kind of lube them up just a little bit before we put them on the grill. Now that's probably too much. But, all right. So we're going to set him there. I've got choices. We've got Tony Chachri or Old Bay. What do you think? You're right, both. And maybe not as... Wife's home. We're going to be in trouble. All right. Okay. I think that's working. I think you can see this. I need the fork out of it, so I put this together over the winter. Just a little cook kit for me. A couple spoons I carved and a little spatula. My very first ever spatula. Looks like a butter knife, but it's a spatula. And my one and only attempt at blacksmithing. That little fork. I've showed it before, but I've got a GSI cutting board. That little spatula, a walnut spatula that I made, a spoon, and a basting brush. And then I made the little pouch. I'll show it better when I get my hands freed up. Yeah, it's going to take a while, but I really just wanted to flip it and season it beforehand. And when we get some more coals established, we'll get them cooking some better. And Tony Chachri does not want to come out of there good. Yeah, so that's kind of how my idea of it is. It just kind of hangs when it's opened up. I got a little strap for it, got my cutting board, the fork, and just so it doesn't wear holes out, and I put a little piece of leather strip on there to help protect the tines from going through the material. But, you know, I think it's pretty good. Yep, we're going to be eating in the dark, I'm afraid. Okay, so for prep work, I don't really got a terrible amount to do. I got to slice up the pepper, the onion, cut that up into manageable size pieces. Yeah, that's the thing that kind of upsets me about this. So you remember when it used to be £1 for sausage? Now it's 12 ounces, but it's the price of like 2 pounds of sausage. That's crazy, isn't it? And I got frozen extra large shrimp. I need to put them on skewers. They're no longer frozen, but I need to get them on skewers, which is probably going to be the most time consuming part of it all. not all of that is going to fit on the grill, so you stay still. That's okay. What do I do with my bandana? Okay, so now I am trying to hurry because I am going to lose light. I am not prepared for filming in the dark, so if I skip many steps, I apologize. But what it is an easy we'll saute the onions and the peppers, and there's a couple cloves of garlic. I'll have to go fish them out of my little box, but we'll saute them, and then we make a sauce out of some, gotta heat up some water to boil some egg noodles, and then I'm gonna make up a sauce out of some sour cream and then cheese. After we saute the vegetables, I am going to add a can of fire roasted tomatoes just because, well, I like them. The recipe did not call for them. And then you serve that sauce over top of the sausage, chicken, and shrimp and egg noodles. So that is going to be the step. I will definitely find some light for a reveal, but if I miss many steps, that's what I'm doing. Okay, I was really hoping to save this for my meal, but I wanted to show it too. So tonight we are powered by Absinthe in the Abbey. Is that coming out? Yeah. It is a nice little sparkling mead that I stepped out her gut for us. She got us a whole sample packet for the holidays this year. It's brewed out of Atlanta, Georgia. And It is now going to be shaken up and go everywhere. But, it's a nice little mead. This is the yeah, that's pretty good. Wish I could tell you all the stuff about it. Get the smoke out of my eyes. Let me read this to you anyhow. That's not it. So you've decided to give abstinence a try. Try it with friends or strangers or lovers. Enjoy it in the middle of the day, in the dark, in the city, or in the park. It's Belgian inspired. Made by Monk's Meadery out of Atlanta, Georgia. It's pretty good. Okay, so this little batch I'm pretty sure is done, but I need the grow space, so let's get him off of there. And ooh, hot. Him to the middle, move him to the middle, and go second round. What I do? The olive oil.
It was
Yeah, I know.
on the big thing over there.
Yeah.
No? Does it fell off?
Oh, yeah, here it is. Oh, it's hot over there. Maybe a little bit more. I would kill for 6 inches of flat ground. don't get it. For all the different types of plastic bags there are in the world, egg noodles are always in the one that's fragile. Alright, that should be plenty. And then 8 ounces of sour cream. And then once this melts down, I'm going to add some cheese to it too. Gets a little bit of cheddar cheese and then an Italian blend. Oh, yep. All right. Add the sauce. I was going to try to melt the cheese into the sauce, but man, that thing was overflowing pretty good. So we're just going to top it with cheese. How's that sound? And we'll mix all that together. One quick second to cut up the rest of the meat. Alright, so that's it with Italian cheese on top of it. Looks pretty good. Well, you can't see much of it because the Italian cheese is on top of it, but good. That's really good. I'm pretty glad I went with cooking the meat over the on the squirrel cooker over top of the coals. It added a little extra smoke to it. It's really good. Well, dinner was pretty good. My wife went back up to the house probably about an hour ago. Just been sitting here watching the fire. Getting kind of wore out myself, so I think I'm going to make me a quick little hot chocolate. Put a couple more logs on the fire for the night. And then call it quits for the day, I think. Oh, that's good. That's good. Gonna help me sleep pretty good, I think. Well, I believe that's about it for me tonight. Hopefully all goes well, and we'll see you in the morning. Oh, that was the wrong timing. Morning. Slept well enough. I think I gotta find my mattress pad must have got a hole in it somewhere, so I have to find where that is. It emptied out all its air in the middle of the night somewhere, and although it is as fairly flat as I could have gotten it around here, I was on a slight incline, so between the nylon in my sleeping bag and the deflated mattress pad, I slid around quite a bit. But yeah, all in all, I slept really well. I am putting myself together a pot of coffee. Don't have a lot more to film. It's a little after 5:30 in the morning. It's going to be getting daylight soon. As a matter of fact, I can see a little bit when I take a look around in the woods after turning off all the lights. So and we're going to, like I said, we're going to still planning to go to Land Between the Lakes today. So I'm not going to do a lot this morning besides just tear down my camp. I'm going to get a cup of coffee going now just to get my day started. That's the problem with camping out down here in my little piece of woods is I do not have any surface water. So everything gets packed in. Got some really good well water. And I found, there's that little alcohol stove that my wife got me for the holidays. I found that the little jet dry bottles from the dishwasher make a really good alcohol container. Yeah. Hopefully that's enough. Really. I guess I should have been a little bit better prepared for that. Oh, come on. that time.